to clean out a state morgue. But some of the bodies lacked the case file markers they are supposed to be buried with, leading to questions about how they died. The discovery in the central state of Moravas has raised questions about whether the case is another example of poor police work that denies families the right to recover the bodies of their loved ones or something more sinister. The Morelos State Prosecutor's Office condemned the burials and said it has started international investigations that could result in criminal charges, possibly including illegal burial and abuse of authority. And finally, an airport official says airlines in Nepal have been forced to cancel more than half of their domestic flights because of an ongoing fuel shortage. Raj Karel, the manager of Kathmandu's airport, says more than 70% of domestic flights were cancelled yesterday and about half were again cancelled today. International flights were operating on a normal schedule because these aircraft were required to fill their tanks before flying to Nepal. Passengers were stranded by the cancelled flights in the capital Kathmandu and other cities. For weeks, members of the Madesi ethnic community protesting against Nepal's new constitution have blocked the southern border with India, preventing fuel and other essential items from entering the country. That's the end of the news. You can hear the next bulletin at 6 o'clock.
This is your national news network, keeping you up to date.
На лихоходе.
The news. National Radio.
Welcome to this Monday's edition of Updating. My name is Asteria Njinjapura. I'm with Samuel Deepa, Franklin Ongwediva, and Tisha Kungo production. Coming up.
It's given instructions are wanting to know what, first of all, you can't negotiate without an agenda. And I believe the first thing that would require of us, the two envoys, is to set up an agenda on the basis of this particular issue of genocide and reparation.
Namibia's special envoy for the negotiation on genocide reparations saying he will soon draw up an agenda for negotiations with his German counterpart.
I'm attending this side of Upindi.
Something of the past.
And this will do through compliance with agreed standards, by development and implementation of security standards, and continuous monitoring and reporting on both compliance to standards and availability of core payment system.
Also expect sport news and the Slate Town program station.
Tuma message yani shingiman.
By the German Imperial forces at the beginning of the 20th century.
Okay.
Dr. Zadeki Angabire was recently announced as special envoy for Namibia to kickstart the long-awaited negotiation. Says, although there is a cordial relation between the current German and Namibian governments, Namibia feels that the German government has caused hardships on its people.
Substance
exactly is expected of him as the special envoy?
When governments are negotiating, they come up with formal mandates. They come up after they have a mandate, convey what the subject is, and then they also have to come up with an agenda. And that agenda, once you know that the items that you put on the agenda that you are going to do with parties. And I think that we are at that level. It's difficult to actually start wanting to know what, first of all, you can't negotiate without an agenda. And I believe the first thing that you have in the office that you is to set up an agenda on the basis of this particular issue in terms of regulations.
He says one of the issues that the Namibian government will start working is to specify the demand for reparation, adding that the affected community will also be consulted by the government.
The most important thing, as I said, is for us to be well prepared and to have a mandate that's jointly constant. And that requires the unity that has always been sort of a vexing problem in this country. And I feel that this is the time for us as a nation to get together and to really gather and to know that when dealing with issues like this one, it requires a lot of work.
Dr. Ongwediva has not been given a deadline, but his appointment is for a year and will be subject to the pace at which the negotiation is moving. For NBC Radio Current Affairs, Donald Ongwediva, Bingo.
Cheap payments in media will soon be something of the past. The Payment Association of India says the new electronic
Proceed.
such as make cheap transactions important to police market needs and thus organize and efficient payment instruments. This regulation came to light at the launch of the National Payment System and Vision 2020 last week in the capital, Lucas Nakatana has made.
Exposing individuals, institutions to fraud. Meeting was told that check concessions alone have been signed while also electronic instruments such as ATMs and e-wallet services for the public. On this decision, no effective
Okupi ndibe ni mo.
Payment Association of Namibia plans to despite considering increasing the check limit from
VIP njinoko okuzama nokoshke.
the Namibia governor
Wafange no karokosha na uye. Wapita pobufaru. Ke yarungwe kucha naye po VIP mo mbarambara shaonda kwa na ndije mbinga zokupi ndio. Okay. Proceed. Ai po VIP on diwe tebo. Shonda kwa ntingo via na yarungwe kucha naye po ni manaike po VIP po ni mapoeni po VIP po ni. Ya 2 minutos oka message.
The latest national payment system Vision 2020 follows 2015 to 2011.
Da, hao shijai.
Ongwediva
27 52 417.